Hi everyone. Today we are very very fortunate to be joined by Enery, a good friend who is actually also almost like a brother in this whole financial literacy advocacy. We met each other online by doing personal finance information and education for everyone. So Enery, thank you for accepting the invite and pumayag na interview today. We're very, very happy to have you on the channel, and I hope this will be a fruitful afternoon for everyone.
Yeah, thanks for this opportunity. I agree that parang brothers talaga, na natulungan talaga tayo. So, very excited for this session.
Nice. So, for everyone, Enery is actually the founder of a Facebook group called Financial Literacy. That group is now almost 7,000 strong in just, I think, under 3 months, right? And what was a passion project is now a real community that I am glad to be a part of kasi ang daming na pag-uusapan doon na things on very simple stuff like the basics of how to set up personal finance, and minsan umaabot na yon to different investing strategies, ano ba yung mga pwede mong gawin. So the group is very, very active, and Enery is the founder of that. He's also a financial advisor connected with Sun Life. And so all of this is really coming from a passion area. So Enery, I just wanted to hear from you, right? When you started the group in December, what were your motivations ba talaga when you created the group? Can you share that?
I started with the GC group chat. It started with the Flint. So I think Philip already had will be creating a video on Flint, and I also have a blog on it. But yeah, I started with the Flint. And then since I want to be all around, got into personal finance. And then the main point that made me go to the Facebook group is that the post there in the group chat is natatabunan. So syempre mahirap balikan yung mga post. So, mismong sakto na nagka-session din ako with a co-financial advisor in Sun Life na it was like good idea na to create the Facebook group. So, December 12th birthday ko, and then December 13th ko siya create out of nowhere lang. And then, another thing that pushed me din kasi, if you were familiar, di ba, yung mga Bright Millennials group, no? And then mga other Facebook groups. Very active din ako doon, no? Naging top contributor din ako sa Bright Millennials. And then, the one thing that pushed me din, kasi syempre nag-share din ako sa group, pero yung mga iba kong posts, di siya ina-approve, di ba? So, at least gumawa na ako sa sariling group, and then at least since ako yung admin, ako yung mismo, diba, nagpo-post ako din, syempre ina-approve yung mga post ng mga members. As long as it gives value to others, di ba? So, ganoon naman siya.
Got it. And na-fascinate pa rin ako na ginawa mo lang siya after your birthday, para napag-usapan lang sa group chat. And I think yun yung parang beauty of the group kasi parang even up until now na may 7,000 almost members na, parang ganun pa rin yung feels where everyone can just post, comment, share, and I know na marami personally nagbibigay sa iyo ng feedback. What are some of the comments ba na nakuha mo from the group members on how the group has actually helped them in their personal financial literacy?
Yeah, that's a good question, no? Actually, as a financial advisor, malaking bagay talagang feedback. Siyempre, di ba, may din tayo lagi everyday motivated daw. So that yung mga good comments din yung push sa akin to move forward and learn more. So I have some of the feedback that I've gotten. Mga students was very excited when it comes to investing. Malaking factor ang time, di ba? Kasi if they started early, so I'm right now 26, so if they start, for example, 17 and 18, they start investing agad. So for sure, layo mararating nila. Sabi ko nga, last year kasi June na ako nag-start, this COVID lang, very excited din ako na there's time for everything na kaya naging financial advisor din ako. No? And then, lalo natin mga OFWs, lalo sa situation natin, di ba? Daming scams. So, very helpful naman talaga guide natin, give tips and tricks how to spot scams din. So, tulungan naman tayo. And then, syempre, very excited din ako. Yung nalalaman talaga nila yung heart talaga, yung the heart and the passion to helping others talaga. Diba? It's the mission, not the commission.
And I like the last phrase you said, it's really the mission and not the commission. Kasi I sort of sense na, I'm not saying there's anything bad with commissions, right? People actually earn incomes through commissions also. Pero yun, I think what I like about the group is, as you said, parang tulungan talaga siya, and it's not confined to you just selling insurance, for example, because some people may have encountered like an advisor or so na parang it's all about insurance, right? Na parang insurance is the one thing to solve all the problems. And I like how the group is built because hindi naman talaga ganun, right? It's all multifaceted. And as you said, trying to expand the horizon of ano ba yung mga pinag-uusapan doon sa group. Minsan emergency fund, minsan it can be detecting
Oo.
a scam, and parang minsan may mga tanong lang na scam ba to or legit ba to, and I think that that community is very very important. And as Filipinos kasi ang napansin ko, and this is very very true, I think, na for us kasi it's very very hard to talk about money to another person. So parang ang normal natin when we were brought up is it's either na may mga concept na pag pera yan, medyo touchy na topic, or pag napag-usapan yung mga investments, parang ay mukhang pera yan. Parang there's always some level of negativity around money. Pero almost all of us naman nagko-complain na kulang yung money. So there's this like endless cycle of if you don't talk about it, if you don't learn about it, then paano ka lalabas from the state na kulang siya, right? And so I think, and I really share in the mission. Pero why do you think it's important that young people, especially like yun, mga 17, 18 years old, start talking about this? Because when I was 17 or 18, feeling ko hindi ko nito na pag-iisipan ba at that point in time, right? Why do you think that's important?
I think the main reason is hindi talaga tinuturo ang personal finance sa school, no? Lalo na kahit ngayon, no, college, yung iba kahit mga accounting, no, madami mas yung mahirap yung mga iba nagkaka-accounting and finance course, no, sila pa mismo mahina sa schools, I mean sa finance, no. So syempre aside from that, syempre sabi din natin, di ba, ang students, no, sila din magiging future natin, di ba? So syempre tumatanda na din tayo, di ba, 20s, 30s, di ba? Sila yung magiging future natin, sila yung future sales force, di ba? So syempre alam din natin na malaki talagang factor ang pera, di ba, when it comes to the economy and then everything. And then syempre sabi din natin malaking edge din sa kanila, di ba? Kasi if they start early, di sila magiging sandwich generation, di ba? They don't need to take care of their parents, they just need to take care of themselves, di ba? Then syempre tuturuan din nila yung future kids nila to take care of themselves, ba? Para mas ma-break na yung barrier na yun.
And I think you said it right na ako personally, I'm a CPA. So I took accountancy in college. Pero like never in those 4 or 5 years na pag-usapan yung paano yung pera mo naman. Like it's always yung pera ni XYZ company, kung paano mo i-account yun, paano mo i-manage, paano mo palalaguin, right? In the broad sense, that's what you are taught. Pero yung pera mo na pansarili, never siya napag-uusapan. Like, I cannot recall an instance na napag-uusapan yun. And that's, I think, where these kinds of channels, groups, or mga blog posts all help develop towards that, right? If you think about, like, when you were also shaping your own knowledge or yung mindset mo about money, do you have like a finance mentor that you really look up to? And if you do, ano ba yung mga maybe 1 to 3 things that you really can remember na nasabi ng mentor na yun sa'yo?
One of my favorite mentors talaga, no, is Chinky Tan. I watch his videos every day, no. So he talks about basic savings, budgeting, get off debt, and investing, di ba? So one of my favorite na sinasabi niya, no, is pag hindi talaga marunong tayo sa something, no, mahirapan talaga tayo. For example, syempre hindi tayo mag-bike, di ba? So syempre natatakot tayo. Syempre ang learning naman diyan, no, syempre we have to learn it, di ba? We have to really invest in ourselves, di ba? Before we get it to, lalo na sa investments, no, kahit how profitable it is, kung di natin alam kung saan tayo papasok, no, malulugi din tayo, di ba? So in anything naman, di ba, we have to invest ourselves, di ba? Kailangan, sabi na, learn before you earn, di ba? So very, doon talaga, ma-apply naman talaga natin sa lahat ng bagay natin. And then syempre, sabi din nila, di ba, yung concept din syempre ng delayed gratification. For example, dahil dapat tayo kinagastos, edi syempre, magsasuffer din tayo later, di ba? So syempre, ang practice ng delayed gratification is we save as much as we can, di ba? Para we can enjoy. Gusto ko think talaga kay, kay Chinky Dad is hindi na siya about sa finance, no? And then every Sunday, meron din siya about fun devotion. So, yun yung gusto ko din kay Chinky Dad. I also want to to share din yung share the good news din to the gospel, no, to the group in the future. Kaya nga pag may mga quotes din, diba? Very I'm sharing also that.
And important din yun because I think what Chinky, I also watch his channel. What Chinky does really well is yung naboboil down yun into very very simple terms na parang yung mga examples.
In layman terms, yeah.
Even if students, wala ka talagang alam whatsoever, it's very very practical, I think. Tapos parang very layman's terms talaga siya ma-explain. So I think those are very very good like thoughts on, especially on the delayed gratification piece, right? Na while it's easy as a concept, I think everyone actually understands the concept. Pero sobrang hirap niyang gawin because typically ang hirap na isipin yung future because wala pa naman yan sa harap mo versus yung gagawin ko na to ngayon where I get the instant happiness from the thing. And so I think really when I look at the group, what I find as a common thing for you and the moderators, the active members, is ang dami talaga natin pinapost sa mga comments, even sometimes inspirational quotes or mga reminders. For example, pag may mga Lazada sale sa 12/12, yung mga ganun, right?
Oo.
Some of those reminders, because I think at the end of the day, yung human nature natin is to indulge ourselves. So it's always very hard na go against that nature, right? So I think um maybe as you've learned from Shinki and as you've also encountered with clients, for example, because I'm pretty sure your clients are also very different backgrounds, right? What would be maybe two or three things that you wish you could have told your younger self, right? The 18-year-old you na sana ginawa ko to ng mas maaga. Like even if that was just maybe a few years ago, what were probably those things na if pwede mong ibalik yung time, what would you have told yourself then?
Yeah, so I think siguro same lang din sa kanya, no? Invest as much as you want in yourself, no? Siyempre, sabi naman natin kanina, wala naman talaga mangyayari kung hindi tayo ng ano, no? So aside from the investing in yourself, diba? Maximize din natin, diba? Siyempre, hindi na pwede tayo invest, diba? Pero dami natin knowledge, pero hindi rin natin na-apply. So, sayang din, diba? So, dapat we should take calculated risk, diba? And then, siyempre, aside from that, taking calculated risk, we should just learn as we go na lang, diba? Wala naman mangyayari if we're going to wait for the perfect timing. Never mangyayari yun, diba? So, syempre, sabi ko sa'yo, diba? Parang itong growth, diba? I just created it out of nowhere and then, syempre, learn as we go na lang siya, no? And then, syempre, yung another learning ko din, no? Syempre, huwag tayong mag-compare sa isa't isa, diba? Lalo na sa situation right now, na social media, diba? Daming nagkaka-fear of missing, uy, si Fred, may bagong kotse, may bagong cellphone, bili din ako, diba? So, syempre, yun nga, dapat maging contento din tayo, diba? Instead of comparing others to ourselves, compare na natin sarili natin sa sarili natin, diba? We should just be improving every day, diba? Kahit naman 1% every day, lalaki din yun, na isipin yung 1 year, if I'm correct, ilang percent yun, laki ng growth yun, diba? So, syempre, yun yung goal natin, no? Siguro gusto ko rin sabihin, always help others. Kasi, diba, ano naman tayo, lalo na sa business, diba? Any successful business naman, it's not about sabi nga natin kanina, it's the mission over the mission, diba? Tulong ka lang ng tulong ng iba. By that time, after you give so much value, for sure, babalik naman sa'yo, diba? Either through blessings, yung iba, monetary or whatever. So, yun talaga, pwede i-share to my younger self.
Nice. And I think I like yung thoughts na yun because I think the conventional wisdom is, for example, like on failures, parang typically the school or like your overall community almost always tells you na wag kang mag-fail, right? Parang pangit pag may failure ka. I'm not saying na as a student mag-fail ka sa grades mo, but I think what we're really saying is sometimes that stigma na lagi mo yun naririnig kasi kung nag-fail ka, mag-repeat ka or mag-summer class ka, sometimes also translates into other things na ngayon, na sobrang takot mo na mag-fail, hindi ka na lang talaga magta-try, right? And I think, to your point, one example could be the group, na it was just a group chat between friends, tapos parang, ay, mahirap yung logistics from group chat, so lipat tayo sa group. There was really no sense of, baka walang sumali and everything, right? Parang it was just all trying and refining as you go. And I think that's one thing that we have to remind even ourselves, right? Kasi ako, for example, takot din ako mag-fail, right? Pero I often remind myself na if you don't see those failures, then you really will not really learn for yourself, right? I think yun yung magandang input for younger kids na don't fail on your studies for the sake of failing, right? That's not the point. But it's really more of trying something new every day so that you learn and grow at least 1% every day. I think that's very good advice. And so thanks for all of those, right? I'm getting a lot of like mga tidbits and even some things that I think I've heard before, pero iba talaga if you also get reminded about all of these lessons and reminders. So I see for now, the group is really growing. There's an active base of members who keep on posting, commenting, and I'm sure the majority of them are also reading those. May mga iba lang talaga na medyo shy type on Facebook, right? And
Yeah,
that's
silent
fine,
readers.
right? I see that in the first 3 months of the group, it started out as a passion project, try lang natin, has now grown into a community where even like big names in the industry, right? You have the Flint CEO, the Atram CEO, a lot of different personalities also joining the group. So I think my last question is, since in the 3 months ito na yung nangyari, right? Ang dami nang nangyayari. What's next for your finance drive, right? What will folks look forward to in the group?
Yeah, so to add na sabi mo, no, dami na nag-join na group, big names, no? So we already very mababait mga mga big names. So we already talked to them, and then some of them already agreed to have webinars, no? So very excited ako for the group. And then syempre iba naman kasi yung kami na nag-share, no? Tayo na-share. Compared sa mga sila, mga decades in the experience, no? And then syempre very mga specialization talaga nila yun, no? So very excited for them, no? So yun yung abangan nila, no? So we already have scheduled for this March, so abangan nila. So it will be Salve. So that's a heads up na lang. It will be Salve will be our first speaker. So and then syempre yung ano din, no, I created a page din, no. So yung what they can expect from the page, no, is very consistent, no. Kung ikaw once a week once a week na video, I'm trying to have once every day na post sa Facebook page ko. Yun nga, kahit naman hindi siya about sa finance, yun nga, mga tips and tricks, diba, mga personal development, and then syempre mga reminders, no. So yun din yung goal ko. And then yan nga, pwede din sila mag-set ng appointment sa Facebook page ko, diba? If they want to set up a free financial planning session, diba? That's like we're always sharing, diba? Wala naman talagang it's just about giving value, diba? Yun naman ang natin, ang pinaka goal, diba? And then syempre, the financial literacy never stops, diba? So 3 months na, let's just hope na palaki yung group, diba? And then we can help as much Filipinos as we can. Yun lang.
Great. And very very excited. So I will make sure to watch out kung kailan yung announce yung kay Salve na talk. I also watch her video. So very interesting din yung topics. And also a different take as well. So that's gonna be very interesting. And
Yeah.
I personally like yung what you said, that financial literacy never really stops even at an old age, right? So for people who may just be starting. We've been talking a lot of the mga 17, 18-year-olds, which is great. But there are also people who didn't have maybe social media when they were younger, right? Or just starting to really take a self-audit and kailangan ko na talaga mag-change. And I think the message is very clear that regardless of kung ano man yung age mo, there's still really room to grow and to start learning. Start small, learn fast, and even sometimes have failures in between, and those are okay. And I'm very very excited, Enery, to be part of your group, part of the team who helps each other grow in financial literacy. And I'm sure this is not the last collaboration that we will do. So thank you for your time, and for sharing with us at least a bit more about yourself, a bit more about what the group wants to do in the future. So for everyone who's watching this video, you can join the group. I will link to that group in the description box below, and also to Enery's blog and his finance page if you want to get daily source of inspiration, and also maybe a free financial advice session. So thank you everyone. Thank you, Enery, for the time. Happy weekend.